Welcome to the Starting Five, live from C1 Studios in New Haven, Connecticut. Here's your host, V. George Smith.
Hello, beautiful people. What's going on? It's your boy, V. George Smith. Welcome to a brand new edition of the Starting Five right here, live from C1 Studios. We are so glad to be back with you another time here on good old YouTube. And, of course, I'm not alone. I got to my right, Andrew.
What's up, everyone?
To my righter, I got Chris.
My name is not Chris today.
To my right I got Wayne Brown.
Your boy Breezy!
Listen, people, we want to thank you so much for checking us out and watching our show. We appreciate you guys for checking out the debut episode, for sharing, for subscribing. Please continue to share the videos. If you're already subscribed to our YouTube page, please continue to share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Throw on post notifications. We need you to survive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hezekiah Walker? I didn't want to say that.
It's a great introduction.
I
Your best one yet?
My best one ever?
Yeah, I would say.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Give
That's-
props when you deserve it.
You're kind of saying that the rest of them were trash, but other
No,
than
I
that-
didn't say
No,
that. I
he
said this was
said
the
that
best
was
one
your
yet.
best one yet. That was your best record.
It was good. Now it got better.
So maybe the next week will be better than the better than the better.
Hey, man, take the compliment. Jeez.
Dang, yo.
I don't know.
Cowboy
I don't
fans,
know.
man, they sensitive.
Uh-oh.
I said it.
Why do you have to be so hurtful?
So fellas,
Wayne's been a big bully. I'm gonna tell y'all. Wayne's been a
I ain't been here.
Wayne has been a bully on Twitter, making fun of everybody getting knocked out the playoffs.
No, I
I
haven't.
would never do something like that.
Who have I made fun of, George?
I would never get. I would never make
He's
fun
li-
of anybody
he's lying
getting
with the
knocked out the
capital
playoffs.
lie.
Like I wouldn't pick a song and like talk about people on
What-
Facebook every
who
time.
do
they
I
got
talk
knocked
about?
out. You was on Twitter bullying everybody.
I didn't bully nobody.
I
What
saw
I
you
said
and I
on
even
Twitter,
responded.
what I said on Twitter was that I'm extra confident in this 49ers
Nope.
team. What? No? What did I
You
say?
missed the comment. You missed the. I added you and you didn't respond. You must have missed it.
I must have missed it.
Somebody said something and you.
I am not a bully, ladies
I'ma go
and
find
gentlemen.
it. I'ma find it. I'm gonna find it because Wayne is out here bullying people.
What about that song you post on Facebook every time?
They
What's
don't
that now?
know
What?
about that.
That's a praise.
I'm sure.
Listen, people gotta
I'm trying to
worship.
write the tweet so we can get some tweets, and you talking about me tweeting.
What?
People gotta worship their way out.
Prescription.
I want to know what he said that I said.
Go ahead, write a tweet, man. No, people gotta worship their way out. You know, when you in a rough situation, and you know
You gotta
might
have
lose,
faith.
You gotta praise your way out.
Yeah.
And our producer's a bully too.
So he just saying that because I know
Our producer's a bully.
Our producer hasn't said
was
one
insane.
word
Our
in
producer,
2 years.
our producer's a bully. He said they was gonna make fondue cheese.
Fondue. Two birds fighting over a piece
Is
of
that the
cheese.
comment he talking about when I said that?
There's going to be
I
a
was-
fondue party in
There it
Santa
is.
Clara
That's what
next
he
year.
said.
Is that the comment he talking about when I said?
Here it is.
Well,
I found it.
They won. It's about time to make some Swiss cheese or shredded cheese.
No, I found the tweet.
All right, what did I
Wayne
say?
Brown tweeted.
Earl Thomas.
January 12th, 2020, a gift of Earl Thomas. I hope this guy enjoys the Pro Bowl.
Oh!
Because he certainly won't be playing in the
Absolutely.
Super Bowl with a clown
How was
emoji.
that bullying?
You're being a
No,
bully.
he was clowning. He said that the 49ers won't make it to the Super Bowl. I can't clown that clown.
He said the 49ers will
He
make it?
absolutely did when they beat us.
did.
He was like, "Oh, hopefully they'll make it back here," or some jump like that, to where we wasn't. He was insinuating that we weren't going to make it to the final game to play there.
Okay, all right.
Oh, I know, because I was there.
Click and you get proof that I'm deleting this tweet?
No, don't delete it. Leave
hey,
it.
I
It got
see it.
likes. Hey, it had likes. Man,
I'm not deleting your tweet.
No, yours had comment. It had likes.
Mine didn't have no likes. I'm not a Twitter guy like you are. You the Twitter king.
You just hate Earl Thomas from his days in Seattle.
No
bullying
likes,
the
no
Niners.
Absolutely.
retweets.
And I hate him more that he didn't want to sign for less money.
I'm glad
He
that
didn't
I'm
wanna
not,
come follow
a,
your
I'm
boy
glad I'm not a
Sherman.
bully.
Why aren't you Chris this week, Chris?
Why are you not a bully?
Why am I not Chris this week?
Yeah.
Just,
Oh.
I'm just trying to do a new thing for 2020.
With the wrist?
It's not Chris. Is it Christopher?
It's Carpal Brown.
Carpal Brown. Carpal Brown. I love it.
Insider, sorry you guys won't get that.
Oh, snap.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as Wayne tweets out the information, we had a fantastic divisional week of football. You want to put the other camera on me as Wayne tweets? I don't want to produce you till y'all do your show.
I'm done.
Oh, I'm good. All right, I thought that took
It's
us
like,
like,
dang, yo. Just like a Cowboy fan,
Yo.
too. with all the spotlight.
no,
yo.
cause
Because the star, it's the star. It's the
what are
star.
we doing? What are we doing?
WNBA triples down.
We had a crazy week of football, but before we get to that, there was a monumental decision that came out of the WNBA today.
Missed it.
You got the press release in front of you? Because I forgot all my stuff.
Can you read?
Laptop, iPad,
I got it.
everything.
That's a lot to read.
The Women's National Basketball Association and the Women's National Basketball Players Association announced today that they have reached an agreement, a new collective bargaining agreement pending ratification by the players and the league's board of governors. I don't know what any of this means. I guess they merging? What are they doing?
They got paid, bro.
Finally, women getting they guap. They go out there, they put in the same amount of work, maybe even more. They work out, they got to train their bodies, change their bodies, and some of them are better ballers than the NBA players. Help me, somebody.
True.
And they going
Very
out here
true.
and they finally getting paid. Big up to my
You went to
ladies.
church Sunday?
I
So,
didn't.
the
I
deal-
You getting church out right now. though.
I
That helped me
needed
somebody
it.
feel like a
That helped me,
pastor.
son. I did.
Yeah.
I think it's my mom says in my calling, but I'm not buying
When
it.
you,
Huh?
when you raising money for that new building, that's what that sounds like.
Help me, somebody.
Alright.
Can I
Felt
get the
that.
$20 line here and the $20,000 line right there next to the $20 line? Yeah, no, but seriously.
Producer,
though.
you want to take this away? You
Yeah.
know a lot more about this than I do.
All right. Because what happens is, to shorten it up and to not have to read all the jumble, the NBA players can get the WNBA players are getting up to 3 times the salary that they have normally been getting, and this is in an effort to have them feel like they're more professional athletes because they go overseas and make way more than what they do over here. So you have a minimum of $1.6 million in off-season league team marketing agreements. You have a minimum of $750,000 in prize money for special competitions beginning with the 2021 season, a new 50-50 revenue. Other benefits include quality of travel. Each player gets their own room now. They get motherhood and
That's
family
crazy they didn't
planning
get their own
elements.
I mean, they should get that. They're
Yeah,
females.
free agency elements. They get career development and other things for life after.
You mean to tell me?
WNBA.
Hold on. You mean to tell me they wasn't honoring our women as if they were
No,
women?
they
Nah, they
weren't.
was treating them like Joanna, man. You remember that?
I do remember
Yeah,
Joanna,
like
man.
I
She
said,
played for the Knicks.
They were getting
No,
no,
listen.
they were getting no respect, man.
That's great, yo. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, guys. Well, we're glad that this is finally being rectified, and
Big
and
win for the
It's
league
a
and
big
their
win for the
athletes.
Big
league.
win.
And I will probably attend a WNBA game this upcoming
Yeah, because
season.
now we can respect it. We can
I'm
respect
gonna,
the league.
I'm gonna
correct?
go. I'm gonna go.
Don't gotta go too far. Go right to Mohegan. huh?
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
can get our press passes from our press.
That's true.
We're gonna start covering the league and interviewing people.
Swindling the press.
I mean, we've been in the league for all last season.
We ain't been invited
Better
to
late than
one
never.
game. I'm sorry, yo. Hey, man, it's good to be here, guys.
Oh,
It's good to be
man.
here because the heat just turned on.
Oh gosh.
Woo!
This punishment.
All right, but kudos again to the WNBA players.
Congratulations, man.
Triple that
Congrats.
salary. So fellas, if you like
Well
tall
deserved.
women,
Not all of them are tall.
True.
the ones that's getting paid is tall. If you like tall women,
You're right.
I need to hit up Mohegan Sun. You go get some Krispy Kremes to get ready. 'cause-
Wonders
Yo, I was
of
just
it
talking about
all.
Krispy Kreme
That's the wrong
yesterday.
song.
Yo, we were just talking
Oh
about it
my
the other
God, I was
day.
talking about
What,
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme
Kreme?
yesterday. Yes. Or Sunday.
That's
If
why
you gotta go to
we was
Mohegan.
talking
Go
about
Mohegan.
because we missed Krispy Kreme so much.
Hold on.
We use
How
that,
would-
yo. the
where do
Krispy
y'all go to
Kreme
watch
on-
the games?
The Krispy Kreme on the post road, bro, at 10 o'clock at night when
They
the
go to the
light turned
arena, they don't
on
go
and
to
they was
the
making the
actual
fresh
seat.
joints.
If you go to Mohegan and you don't go to Krispy Kreme, you shouldn't even go to
Yo,
Mohegan.
speaking of that Krispy Kreme, how y'all gonna replace Krispy Kreme with a DeBellas? Like, that Krispy
Wait.
Kreme on the post road
That's
was
true.
legit my 10
That's
o'clock
true.
spot, yo.
Have you been to
Two?
DeBellas?
I have. But it's not
Yo,
Krispy Kreme.
It's not Krispy Kreme, but DeBellas
Listen,
is where it's
it
at.
ain't
man.
Krispy
I'm gonna
Kreme.
I'm gonna touch to Chris's point about how you gonna go to Mohegan Sun and I go to Krispy Kreme.
That's
The
true.
WNBA knows how to treat their press. They feed us well.
Well, we don't know.
So
wait,
how would we
so-
know?
How do we know?
How we
So
supposed to know
we
that
gonna
they
talk
feed you
about
well?
what we gonna talk about.
He didn't even send a picture to say this is what we got.
You know what
We
I'm
don't know
saying?
you get that
He better
treatment.
not send me a picture saying this is what we got. It's not like we don't, you tell us the day after the shoot. Oh man, we was at the Mohegan Press, son, and shooting and
That
stuff.
dude,
And we
I
could
met
easily.
Lisa Leslie, Cheryl.
He said, "Let's the pictures after he
Dawn
goes." That's what
Staley.
I'm saying. They're gonna try to tag us in it to get more likes.
I'm not going to blow up nobody's spot that said, man, we don't care about no NWNBA.
He's like,
I ain't
yo,
going to blow up nobody's spot
Who
that
in
said
here
that.
said that?
He's like, halftime of the
Oh,
game.
look at me, I ain't never
they
said
did the
that.
WNBA Hall of Fame inductions right there.
I got about 16 crushes on some WNBA, so I know I ain't never said that.
I don't.
I
I'm
never said that
married.
either.
Hey, baby.
I'm married too. It's just the thing.
Shoot.
I don't like them. They all
I
look
gotta go
crazy
home.
anyway.
I don't know about
Yeah,
you.
me too. I'm
See you
sorry.
next week.
I used to watch the WNBA when
It's Drake's fault. Let's talk about football.
when Candace Parker was in it. I was watching WNBA.
Wait, so
faithful.
does Maya Moore still play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
just
Well,
don't hear her
I
name
think
anymore.
she took a break. To,
Oh,
do
it's in
some
church stuff.
Church stuff.
She did
Huh?
church stuff.
met
So,
Candace.
You
so-
met Candace?
so who's the
I would just hug
superstar?
You
Candace.
met Candace Parker?
I would just hug her.
How tall is she? Like 6'6"?
No, she's a little bit over my height.
Oh, she's short. She looked taller on the TV.
I don't care how tall she is. She be 6'7", 6'9". I'm still gonna hug her.
He's like, come
Your
on and
face
bring it
gonna be
in.
right in her bosom. Now listen, who's the best WNBA player right now? Because isn't the girl from UConn still killing at
Brianna?
like 40
Is it
years
Brianna?
You
old?
talking about Brianna Stewart?
Not
Or
Brianna.
Diana
Taurasi. She's got to be like 40.
Sue Bird?
Sue Bird's got to be
Bird.
45.
Del Don is.
Della Don,
Della
yeah,
Don,
Ella
yeah.
Della Don.
Yeah.
Brittany Griner?
Brittany, I don't hear her
Brittany
name anymore.
ain't with it no
I don't
more.
hear her
Ella
name
Della
no
Don.
more.
she's
Brittany,
the
She
one.
got her match.
Brittany really grind.
Now, where
but
did
continue.
Donna come from?
She went to
Tennessee,
she's
right?
from Delaware. but
Yes.
She went to school someplace else. I
That
forgot.
wasn't Tennessee, right?
Shoot.
Did she beat UConn?
Huh?
No.
No.
Or was it
Some of these
Baylor,
girls
right?
beat
Baylor?
UConn though. UConn just lost the
I forgot
other
what
It
night.
might have been
She went
Baylor.
to.
They got.
Not the same team.
It's not the
Hey,
same
let's
team.
have somebody in the group.
Like, we need the UConn
UConn
Husky women to get back because that's when college
Deladon, go to
basketball
school.
was fun. But they.
NFL.
All right, let's go. Man, we just had the divisional rounds pass us in this past weekend, and boy, what did we witness on national live
I don't
TV.
know. They messed up my record. I was 4-0 the week before.
Oh, they didn't mess up
I
your
was
record.
2-2.
You just picked sucky teams that week.
No.
Let's start with the first game.
All right, go ahead.
Niners Vikings.
Man.
Well, we all knew who was gonna win that game.
That was no surprise.
We all knew, but there was sure enough a lot of people out there that work for ESPN, WNBC, YBC, all of the stations in the
People in
world.
New Haven was saying something about it.
Yeah, everybody said that the Vikings had a shot because they beat the New Orleans Saints.
How?
I don't know what they were drinking or thinking. All I know is did you watch the picks?
That was
It was
good.
Viking, 49 Viking,
Did they really hold on?
Was
Did they
Adam Rank one of
really?
them people?
Adam Rank picked the 49ers.
Did they really beat
Hey, Adam Rank.
the Saints?
Oh, you're talking about the controversial call.
Man,
At the end of the
can
game.
we get 1 year
Can the Saints just win a game where there
without
doesn't have
having
to
to
be
be a call
Without there having
at
to be
the
a call,
end?
exactly.
Like, isn't
How
that
about
the
that?
Saints' fault? Like, why do they always gotta have some type of call that not go their way to decide if they should have won the game or not? Like, I've been trying to figure it out for 3 years.
Bad luck in the bayou, man.
Did they need to move out the bayou? Go to a different city. Go to Baton Rouge. I don't know. All I'm saying is that 49er game was exactly what we thought it was going to be. It
That
was
defensive line is.
Was it
serious.
6 sacks?
That front seven
6
is serious.
sacks.
Even their
6 sacks.
Bosa had 2 sacks. Ford had a sack. Buckner had a sack. Armstead had a sack.
Yo,
And
Armstead
Solomon
is that
Thomas-
silent guy, yo.
Solomon Thomas had a mother
Heard me?
freaking sack, huh?
Armstead's that silent guy, yo.
He is. Yes.
Wayne, I need to get your comments on Mr. Adam Rank.
Okay. Hey, man, I gave Adam Rank a high five because he's sure enough changed his precision, everything. Like, you got to look at his new stuff. See, sometimes you got to put the
I want
past.
to kick Adam Rank in the back.
You got to
of his
put the
neck.
past behind you. Put your behind in the
Like
past.
that wrestling type
With my
kick
man
when the
Simba
foot gets
said.
stuck and
No,
then you
like
go.
in the base of his neck.
But Adam Rank did pick the 49ers going, what, 3 and 13? And lately, if you following Adam Rank, he has bit himself. He apologized. He's done a lot of stuff, and I'm cool with apologies. I like when a grown man can apologize and admit their rank. So, good job, Adam. I appreciate you. Keep.
You say rank because his name was Adam
I
Rank.
did.
I
Yeah,
caught it.
I appreciate
Nice
it.
connection
I'm
there.
trying to be a writer like George. You know what I
got
mean?
them.
Wordplay. He could write. I just
Are
try
you
to.
trying to be creative?
I'm trying to be. Yo, go out and cop that. Is that
See
your
what he
shirt?
just did there?
I don't know, because if that's not his shirt,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's his.
promoting.
See what he just
Please
did
go
there?
out there and support George's clothing line. Create.
We got a question?
Yeah.
What's the question?
Is Matt is Matt Rule worth $60 million?
Absolutely not.
No.
Is who?
Matt Rule, the new
Is
Panthers
Albert Hainsworth worth $100 million?
is Adam Gase worthy of another year at coaching?
Wait a minute. Did Mrs. Smith just ask me about humility? I'm the most humble human being on the face of the planet. I've been quiet and humble for 27 years. You what? Oh, what am I looking at? I don't know.
1.
Shut up. Quiet. I can't see myself. I've been quiet for 2 decades. I have not said much. Even when my team is winning, I don't know how to accept it because I've been quiet. I am so humble. But you know what? I'm going to remain.
He's going to be 39 tomorrow. But he's only been humble for 2 decades. Happy birthday to Wade Brown, y'all.
Happy birthday,
We
bro.
in the chat with the happy birthday love for Wade Brown.
Man, I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize what I said. No, because the Twitter. At the moment we beat the Vikings, I believe I tweeted out a tweet saying, please don't flood my timeline with this humble crap. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this is a time where if you don't believe in your team by now, this is like this is the game you're supposed to believe. I'm not saying talk stuff. I'm not saying talk crap, do all this type of stuff, downplay Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying believe in what you see. You have witnessed a team that has faced adversity, has faced injury adversity, has faced all kinds of just stuff happen to them, and they're still finding a way to win, right? Even with their 3 losses. Be confident in this team. 49er fans, this is to you. Be confident in your squad. Don't be confident after somebody get a sack. Nah, they gonna get these. Be confident. I know I just made up those words.
It's okay.
But we right? So be creative.
Trademark it.
Days.
Days.
Charmaine said, okay, I accept your...
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. Can I make sure you still cook for me when George's not home?
But she put confidence in
Wait a
Cat.
minute. What?
Uh-oh.
What a camera on me?
My birthday tomorrow. She always make me a dish. Just saying.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
I didn't mean it like that, guys. I gotta watch. I can't talk anymore.
All right. So what was the game after that? Because this game was
The game after that, bro, was the Baltimore Ravens game.
the Titans.
And
Wow.
the Tennessee Titans game.
They
Now,
showed
that game,
up.
we should spend 20 minutes on it because they...
No, I don't want to spend that long on it because everybody in the barbershop, I was the only person in the barbershop
I picked the Titans.
that said, you did pick them. I was the only person in the barbershop, the only person that said the Ravens would win.
Let me know what barbershop
They
you
all told me I was crazy and the Titans was going to win. They told me, they looked at me like I was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you the only way the Titans lose a game, and it may happen this week, but they have to continue to stick to their game plan, yo. The moment they switch that game plan up, it's a wrap. Because they will not be able to keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs if they're clicking on all cylinders. I believe if the Titans went up 21-0 on the Chiefs,
Ball game.
this is the first time we agreed
Listen, though.
in 2 decades.
Baltimore's defense is a lot better than what they're going to face in Kansas City. So if they're going to put up numbers like that against Baltimore's D, I don't think they have any problems against Kansas City.
I forgot about defense. You're absolutely right.
Derrick Henry's going to do his thing. He's going to plow over them.
Oh, you want to know why I tweeted Earl
He
Thomas?
killed them in that first game.
Because that joker, clown, sucker, punk, mother sucker wouldn't tackle. Go rewatch the tape.
When he
No.
said it, he had an idea how to tackle
I don't
Henry.
think he had an option to tackle because
No!
that
This dude was
Derrick
like
Henry
this,
turned
and
him
he looked
like a revolving door.
That was a turn. You
Derrick
right.
Henry turned him into a blocker.
He turned him into a lead blocker.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yes, he
sit back
did. He
down.
turned
My
him
bad.
around.
He
You
did
right.
like Dre did when his friend just got out of jail on Power, and he was like, "I live for this."
That was
junk."
the worst
And he
episode of
took
Power
him
I've ever
and he
watched
put
in
him
my
and
entire
made-
life
made
last
him,
week.
Made him as a human shit.
Shout out to
Listen,
Paz.
50, you can never ever in your life. And as much as I love
I want
Power,
you to get at him. Thank
as
you.
much as I
Pass
love
down.
Power, you can never spend 60 minutes on a pause episode, fam.
Yo!
Do not ever.
Shit!
I defend Power to the death of
I
me.
feel you, bro.
But when you spend a whole episode on just Paz and her boring son and her boring dad, that junk hurt me. It didn't get good till the end.
It took way too long to get good.
And she ain't even
watch
do
it.
nothing
I
to
don't
make
watch
it.
it.
I ain't even watch the show.
You know what's
I can't comment on this.
you know what's a bit of Power?
Got another question.
Yes,
Okay.
How do the Titans match up with the Chiefs receivers, though?
they don't.
They don't.
They
That's gonna be a
don't.
tough
Wait,
one.
But we
wait.
gotta cover Baltimore and
the Titans.
Tennessee. Because I gotta say something
Go ahead, go
that
ahead.
I've been laughed at for weeks. for saying. But when I say stuff,
directed at a
if I
family member?
told y'all
Is this directed at a family
a
member?
duck could pull a truck,
I'm about to drink to this.
back that sucker up. The NFL catches up with you. You don't outrun the NFL. Once the NFL has enough tape of you, they will catch
But
up
was
with
it
you.
Lamar or his receivers were dropping?
No,
the
his
passes?
receivers
Yo,
was dropping.
dropping
that
the
first,
everything.
that first
Because I mean, he
interception-
still put up college
Listen,
numbers in the
yo,
playoffs.
We can't look, man. Okay.
But they were not that far behind to continue to pass as much as they did. They passed way too much.
They had no choice, George.
What was the score?
But my point was, they were speaking of score, they were doing dumb, unrealistic stuff on offense, like going for it when they should. Listen,
They didn't look like themselves.
they didn't.
at
were-
all.
No,
they were
you know
all too
why?
aggressive.
Because they weren't confident in their run game. Why? Because Mark Ingram didn't play. Not
No, he got hurt, but he came
I was
back.
gonna say-
either way, he wasn't the Mark Ingram.
He didn't get to 10 carries.
No.
Okay, but my point is that is their formula. I know Lamar Jackson is MVP. I get it. He's amazing. I get it. But if they can't run the ball with their ground game, they have the #1 rushing offense in the NFL. You take that away and force him to only throw, it's easy pick'ems.
Not for nothing too, but I think Baltimore's offensive line, that was the biggest letdown and the most important game that they played in all season.
And
They definitely didn't win.
if
No.
a duck
They
could
did not
pull
win
a
the trenches.
truck, then he is beep. Nah, I'm just playing. No, if a duck could pull a truck, Greg Roman is a one-trick pony. He needs the quarterback to do stuff, and in the moment you take away the other assets from that quarterback, I don't care how amazing the quarterback is, his offense gets exposed. Why? Because George said they have tape. I remember Greg Roman. I know Greg Roman like the back of
You
my
should know
underwear.
him.
Oh, absolutely.
You should know him.
That's why he in the trash. Now listen. Oh, underwear going in the trash. So, Greg Roman, I'm not comparing Colin Kaepernick as far as talent to Lamar Jackson. I'm just comparing them the way that they are as far as athletic quarterbacks that they run, read option, RPO, whatever you want to call it. That is Greg Roman. He needs that. That's probably why he went and got an RG3. That's probably why if he gets a coaching job, he needs to go get a quarterback that can do that, like Jalen Hurts coming out of college, and then back him up with a quarterback that can do the same thing. Or Greg Roman don't work. He just doesn't work. And it's the moment that you take away the RPO, the moment you take away the threat of that option pass or whatever you want to call it, the moment you take that away, they're beatable.
But basically, and the next thing is their defense.
Oh, their defense didn't show up, bro.
Y'all got 5'8" receivers doing double moves. Marlon Humphrey was at the end of that game complaining and crying. I'm like, sir, that man put you through the revolving door on that route. And I'm just like, you can't let up them big plays and still have to deal with Derrick Henry. That being
You
said,
talking about that throw to Khalif Raymond?
yes.
Who is that?
He
I
was
don't
it
know.
was an ex-Jet, not that it matters, but
Only you would know. That's my point.
hey,
He ran the crispiest route of the weekend.
and Tannehill put it right on the money too. That was a beautiful throw.
I call that the twist and shout.
Shake my baby.
He showed him left, and he broke right, and he was gone.
That's all she wrote.
That jump
So-
was crazy, man.
Ravens are going to be back and stronger than ever next year. You never know what's going
yo.
to happen with them.
Absolutely. But the
Kudos to
question,
Lamar in his MVP season, but everybody just calm down.
I have a question about the Ravens. If Greg Roman is out, does Lamar Jackson still continue to grow? Like, who would they get in to help fulfill that void? Because there's a
Is Greg Roman going to be out?
I think his head coaching job.
I think Lamar's gonna grow because he shows
I don't know if there's that many
That-
jobs left.
He shows the willingness.
the willingness to want to be better.
Exactly.
But my question is, if the offense changes,
I don't think they're going to change.
They-
They're not gonna bring anybody in
I-
that's changing
exactly.
what
They
they're
gotta
doing.
They're
add-
not, exactly.
okay,
They're
I
going
know
to
how
tailor
stuff
the
happens,
offense
man.
around his strengths.
Things happen.
Not, you don't tell me you've been successful.
exactly.
I'm not saying you don't change it, but things happen. Like offensive coordinators come in, if they don't, it's just Greg Roman is a wizard at what he does. It's just when you start to take away from what he's strong at, he doesn't have any other backup to make him good.
If he does leave, though, like you said, whoever replaces him is going to tailor that offense around Lamar Jackson.
I hear
And
you.
it'd be stupid to change it because look what their offense did all year.
I hear you.
And Ingram's injury was a big deal.
Ingram's injury. Listen,
And that's-
Huge
football
loss.
is finally getting back to football. you have to be able to run the ball, to pass the ball. You can have a shootout. You can do all this type of stuff. You'll end up like the Kansas City Chiefs, which is probably who we should talk about next. And
Yeah, that was the next game.
So, what a shootout, guys. That was.
No lead is safe.
I like that
Had
game
the
only
Mahomes, yeah.
because when it was 24 zip,
It
I
was
believe.
24.
I said to my dad, I hate to make comparisons because they're both light skinned, but I call Patrick Mahomes that Steph Curry type dude. He's gonna come through with some sort of magic,
It wasn't his magic, bro.
dude. Well, it was the
Was
kick.
it?
The kick
Well, I was gonna
return.
say, what was
the
it
kick
then?
It
return.
wasn't his magic.
Set
yo.
it up.
Dude,
Nah.
Like I'm not saying he didn't do what he had to do, but if the Texans started messing up, like legit, like started messing up.
They shot themselves in the foot with stupid
Like
with
at least
penalties.
I would give going for it on that fourth down was a bad call.
The punt.
That was bad.
Oh, the fake
That was an
punt.
amazing.
That's a
tackle.
mess up.
That was an
Why is
amazing
that a
tackle.
mess
was
up though?
Sorensen
Because
out
if
of
you
nowhere.
make it, you're a genius. If you don't
Sorensen
make
made
it,
like 2-3 plays in a row.
Big plays.
Amazing.
Big plays.
and if you don't make that, you giving Pat Mahomes short field and confidence.
You know what that
At
was? Though?
home?
You
well,
know
not
what
with the
that
fumble
was?
on the kickoff.
Then that happened.
Yeah.
So and that was back to back. So now once Patrick Juju start flowing, guys, it's
No, it was on that first drive after the kick return. The coach already knew it was a problem. That's why he went for that punt. I
Breaking-
disagree with it.
Hold on, guys. Breaking news: the Red Sox have fired
told you.
Alex Cora.
Gone.
Did we call it?
We called it.
Did we call it
Called
before
it.
the show, bro?
The Red
Carlos
Sox,
Beltran, you're coming. You're next.
the Red Sox have fired
He just
Alex
got
Cora
hired.
amid the investigation into sign stealing. We will talk about that a bit later.
Well, you should know in the state of Massachusetts, they don't keep nobody once they start an investigation.
Unless
for Robert
unless
Kraft.
you're Robert
Oh.
Kraft.
I want to add to
Robert
that.
Kraft, that's it.
Kraft
where-
magic right
Robert
there.
Kraft is getting a massage somewhere right now. Like
Oh man, on his
Uh-oh.
pinky
Where the
toe.
Texans messed up was they kicked the field goal instead of keeping their momentum. Once they kicked that field goal to make it 24,
I disagree.
that's when the momentum shifted.
That's not when the
No,
That-
it shifted
that's
on
still
that
points
kickoff.
on the, that's points on the board.
That was
though.
points.
Texans messed up by making Bill Bradley their coach.
Bill
Whenever
O'Brien?
Bill O'Brien.
That's how bad he
Thinking
is.
of Gus Bradley.
He put them together.
Yeah, he did.
Whenever I stand by this, whenever a team loses a lead by that much, it's coaching. It's coaching.
And it wasn't they came back in that half. They came back in the quarter.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of record for the
Quarter,
fastest.
by the end of the half, they had the lead. They were comfortable.
It was 30
but it was
with,
all in one quarter.
with all the momentum on their
Yo,
side,
hold on.
and they were getting the ball
Hey,
back.
guess who never got the ball and all of that?
It was 31-20.
Who never
Yeah.
got the
Tyreek Hill never touched the ball.
Oh, you're talking about the Chiefs.
Well,
Right.
Tyreek Hill got the hit of his life. I don't know if you see
Yeah,
that.
he got
but-
knocked.
Yeah, but
He
you
got
don't think
rocked.
of them exploding on offense
He
and
did-
there's no Tyreek
Tyreek
Hill.
Hill.
He had, what, I think 4 yards?
Mm-hmm.
Just goes to show how
Maybe.
dynamic their offense is, where they
That's
took
what's
on a
crazy to me.
playmaker like
No,
that.
listen, man. Travis Kelce was a
Kelce step-
motherfucking monster.
Kelce-
And he was
So-
playing hurt.
Whatever.
Kudos to Kelsey.
Williams actually balled out too.
I mean,
Overall.
I'm not being.
McCole Hardman had a good game.
That return.
I'm not being disrespectful to nobody, but that's why for me it's Kelsey over Kittle. That's just me.
Really?
That's just me.
I watched.
I can see
is-
Kittle stepping up though.
The reason why I say.
Kelsey
Go ahead.
is a wide receiver playing tight end.
Okay.
George Kittle is a tight end.
Really?
Hard nose. He
Run
blocks.
blocks.
He blocks
Blue collar
10
player.
times better than Kelsey.
Right. So why?
George Kittle is an extra tackle. But when it comes to playmaking,
But I've watched George Kittle when they needed to win a game. I watched George Kittle single-handedly
No, he's shown up.
do his
no,
thing.
I'm not. This is not a knock. I'm like, this is a preference thing.
Oh, I understand.
Because he's just a playmaker, yo.
When Tony
So-
when Tony Gonzalez was playing,
That's exactly it.
Okay.
It's like
Tony compared to
Kelsey is Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates.
yeah the finesse
Algie
guys.
Crumpler.
No, Algie Crumpler blocked.
I hear you.
Heard that
It's a preference thing.
That's why I threw
in
it out
like
there.
20 years. Kittle is more witten, but way faster.
So where does Zach Ertz fall on that?
Wait, Zach Ertz is a punk.
We can't talk about any Eagles. on
Hey,
the
you can't
show.
talk about the Eagles, man. Let's not set them off.
No
Nah,
matter,
they broke my
you
heart.
know how matter how
Hey.
good a player can be, if he can be an MVP.
Let's remove the tea
yo,
kettle
we're
off the
sucking
burner
up.
here.
They didn't have to draft Dallas Goddard, yo.
They did.
They didn't have to draft
No,
him.
no, no, but they did.
They traded right above us, right after Jason
when y'all
Witten
needed,
retired.
y'all needed a tight
They
end.
See,
knew
y'all
they was
gotta
going.
understand why I hate the Eagles so much.
Oh, we gonna
Every
yeah,
time I
that's
see
right.
Dallas
Calculated
Goddard
move.
We're-
catch a pass, I'm like, he was supposed to be on our team.
What a tandem though, like Goddard and Ertz. That's tough. That's how you run 12 personnel.
That's why God hurt all your receivers. He did that to you because you were selfish.
No pun intended. God hurt. No. Okay, good. Okay, right.
Oh, that was
look at that.
battle
He's
rap.
being creative.
Those are battle rap bars.
All right.
I like that one.
Creative. All right.
That was creative.
And then the last game of the
Those
weekend
battle rap bars. I like that.
would have been what I call another controversial game.
Got a different shirt because God
The
hurt.
Green Bay Packers against the
hurt.
Seattle Seahawks.
Bars.
I'm just mad that the Packers let the Seahawks even think about having a chance to win that game.
Everybody's still talking about the Jimmy Graham catch. I want to backtrack a little further.
You go ahead and you hold that down.
Aaron Jones did not score a touchdown. His helmet did not break the plane.
Really?
They showed the replay
I
nine
thought-
different
I thought it
times
crossed too.
from different angles.
I thought it
the
crossed
ball
too.
was here. His helmet got to about where the
The
plane was.
ball never crossed.
The ball never crossed. How was it a touchdown?
I think from a different angle, it might
What
have-
angle were they looking at?
Whatever angle they called it a touchdown.
You surprised at all these questionable calls of these referees?
I know I'm not surprised because they've been consistent all year with it.
Wait.
They've been horrible. Why we can't even be upset now? Technically, they've been horrible from week 1 all the way to now.
You still sound upset.
Roughing the passer when it was not roughing the passer.
It's not even your
Hey.
team.
Yeah, but I just want to see the game right because it's stupid.
It's not
The
gonna
Saints
ever
get
be right.
ousted 2 years
You know why it's never going to be right?
because we got refs.
Because they're part-time refs. Because the league won't fund or pay for refs to be full-time because
Why
they
did
don't
Roger
have to
Goodell
pay
somebody?
them full-time.
Yeah,
They
seriously.
don't want to provide the refs with benefits. So the refs got to go find jobs at car dealerships during the off-season
true.
opposed to practicing on their refereeing. And that's why the refs are having a hard time.
So
If
they're
the
worried about
N-
the dealership the next day before the game's even over.
No. If you give me a book and you tell me to learn this book on the spot, I'm going to get a lot of stuff wrong because I'm learning on the spot.
True.
Right.
It's not like I had the book 6 months in advance. I probably still wouldn't have read it, but 6 months in advance. So at least I could have had studied and read. And that way, when stuff came to me in real time, I could make better judgment calls because I would have better grasp on the laws of the NFL. Remember, the laws change every year. They have an owners meeting every year, and they write like 32 new laws. That's ridiculous. Now,
It's true.
I'm still mad at the refs, but I have empathy for them because it's hard for them to all get it right. My point is, if you got help, use the help. You don't have to sit there and use your eyes if your eyes ain't working properly. If you need LASIK surgery, get LASIK surgery. Ask your partner. They're on the field. You got 4 other guys there. If not, just ask the booth. He up there watching it from the hawk in the sky. That's where I get my beefs with. It's like they don't want to sit there and use their help.
So was Jimmy Graham a first down?
No. Absolutely not.
But it was.
But it's like even
I don't know.
even with all the help that they do have, they go with the play that's on the field more than anything. So that's why
It's just like the one
we're
they
just stuck.
they
Like
throw the challenge flag
Hold
for pass
on.
interference. It's
Now that is
hardly
not the
ever gonna
only
get overcalled.
reason that they won.
That's not the only
Because the Seahawks. Let's talk about Russ real quick. Russ,
You look at
you look rusty. You look. I don't know what you were doing. You had eternity to throw the ball. I've never seen pass protection like that in my life. He had eternity.
The receivers can get open, bro.
I don't think
No, they had plays where they showed Metcalf standing there like this. Hi, Russ. And Russ was still running, scrambling.
That's his
There was about 3 or 4 plays.
But
Then he had plays where he dropped the ball off, and the guy was like, I don't really want to catch today.
I think when their momentum stopped is when they kept him in the pocket.
right.
Because when he was running,
Running?
that's when
That's
they-
when their momentum
that's when the
started picking
comeback-
up.
That's when
Yeah.
the comeback
That
was
dude was
happening.
gashing their defense up for like 30 yards a carry, yo.
That's when Russell Wilson's the most dangerous too. Is outside
When
the
he gets
pocket.
outside, and when he decides to take off and run, it's an easy because everybody's downfield.
Absolutely.
Nobody's spying him. That's why I'm glad we're playing the Packers.
But salute to Marshawn Lynch for coming off the street.
I ain't saluting that skittle bum.
Salute to Marshawn
I'm not going to call Marshall.
coming off the street
He said it.
and scoring
I'm
touchdowns.
gonna call him a bum. He can't beat my behind. I'll be out there.
I want to
this
go back to
weekend.
that Jimmy Graham play though.
You going to be there this week?
I'll be out there this weekend.
Are you going to the game?
Yeah, I'll be there Sunday.
Well, you're not going to Oakland.
He could come to San Francisco or Santa Clara. I got some Skittles for him. I can teach him how to run too.
But it's a fondue party.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go. I know.
So
I
let's
hate
pick
fondue.
these games.
I like shredded cheese.
The fondue party. Packers at 49ers.
Who y'all got?
Who you got?
49ers. Hard
49ers going to the Super Bowl.
I got Niners in the Super Bowl, and I got Debo Samuel's being the X factor.
Wow, that's a good pick. That's a good guy. That's a good
Debo
pick.
Samuels.
Who we playing? The Packers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna put all the attention on Kittle.
No, they're not.
What? You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
They gonna let him just go?
They can't. They can't. I think Kittle will be used more for running, blocking.
Okay.
You gotta stop those ends. So there's few ends in the game that scare me.
Preston Smith and
Okay.
Zadarius Smith.
Come and play.
Snubbed.
Look, they all play like in the NFC. So some from your team, the Vikings had some ends.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to contain them, and then this Packers ends.
Those guys are tough.
And the ends on the everybody got ends. God darn it! Look, we gotta stop the Smiths. We were able to contain Preston last time we played, but Zadarius had 2 sacks. I think they find a way to balance that out. Offensive line is looking healthier.
Well, I was gonna say when you played them, y'all didn't have full strength on the
Oh no,
O-line.
we
On
didn't.
the
have-
O-line?
No, not on the O line
Yeah.
or the D line. And Ford didn't play last time, and Quan Alexander didn't play last time. We had 5 sacks.
Quan Alexander coming back is huge.
And your
boost.
dude Eric
Eric
Armstead
Armstead.
was the one who went off in that game.
He got the first sack. No, DJ Jones.
He had
got
2,
the
but he
first
had
sack.
2 in that game. Everybody
DJ
forget.
Jones. which
All right,
is
you
DJ
see the
Jones.
game that Devontae Adams had, or
He
are you
did,
keeping
but-
Richard Sherman on him the entire game?
I think you rotate.
Yes, because I think that's gonna be the matchup.
I don't.
That's going to be the best matchup to watch.
I
in
don't.
that
I don't
game.
think that's going to be the matchup. I think they're going to have to rotate him. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I'm putting Devontae Adams not at Richard Sherman. No one throws at Richard Sherman. No one. Not Aaron Rodgers. No one throws at him. So why utilize your best receiver on him? Put him on a weaker spot and then let that be the test.
That's my one gripe with Richard Sherman, though, because you look at corners in the past who were regarded as top corners, like Darrelle Revis, always shadow covered the best receiver, regardless of what side of the line of scrimmage.
Breaking
Richard Sherman
news.
stays on one side.
But
Breaking
that's not.
news,
Yes.
Tom Brady has moved to Greenwich, Connecticut, and cleaned out his Gillette Stadium suite.
He gonna play for the Jets?
Oh no!
You know you want Brady.
Now,
Shut up.
now I'm gonna have to root for the Cowboys, and I hate the Cowboys.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
There's nothing to get.
Okay.
He just hates the Cowboys.
You about to get. Wait, what
Wait
does
for
that
George
mean?
to backhand me.
Hey, Tom Brady, welcome to Connecticut. Maybe I can get my my autograph.
No, but that's old news
What?
though.
He
They
signed
said
a
that he
2-year
was.
extension?
That means our taxes gonna
Well,
go up again.
Brady?
When?
I didn't hear that.
Wait,
Brady in the
Brady
same
is a
level.
free agent, bro.
Yeah.
That boy is.
Boyd.
Yeah, he is.
Brady is at the time where he said, "Look,
Only
man,
thing Brady tied to is Giselle.
the only thing Brady, like I know they're gonna make a pass." I was having a conversation with a diehard Patriots fan, and he was like, "Man, I hope Brady come back." And I was like, "The only way Brady coming back is if you promise that man, like, top notch somebody, something."
Brady is going to the Chargers next year.
They got the weapons.
He's got ties out on that side
Where
of the
does
country.
Phillip Rivers get cycled to? Back up now?
I have no idea.
Because now Phillip Rivers is
Phillip Rivers will have a great career if he goes to the team George doesn't like.
the Eagles.
Why not? Carson Wentz ain't gonna play every game.
Carson Wentz is trash.
I think that Phillip Rivers. I think the Dolphins take a chance on him. I know they're going for Tua.
So that
If they let
wait,
Fitzpatrick walk,
who take a thing
the
on Tua?
Dolphins.
Yeah, that was in my head.
I think if they let Fitzpatrick walk, obviously you know
Does
their
that means
favorites
they'll
land
start with
Tua.
Rowan? Wait,
Yeah.
Rosen? Rowan.
No, I mean, hey, you can keep Rosen, but I think Rosen. I don't see Rosen starting for any team anytime soon.
But Tua still needs time to rehab.
Absolutely,
So then you start Rosen if you let Fitzpatrick
unless
walk.
Fitzpatrick walks and they get Phillip Rivers.
If
If Phillip Rivers,
Fitzpatrick
is-
played for at least 17 of 32 NFL teams, right? At least 17 of them.
too much to count.
He's a journeyman. But my question to you guys, will Phillip Rivers be the next journeyman?
He
No,
might.
you think so? Because of his age, he's going to be what 38 next year. 39?
Backup.
What if he stayed in his division?
Think of backups like Neil O'Donnell and all those guys that became.
What team you thinking?
What if he stayed in his division
Go
and
to the
probably went to
Raiders?
Oakland?
Denver?
Denver? They give up on
Nah,
Flacco.
Denver, no,
They-
they definitely
on
gave
who?
up
Flacco.
Flacco.
They
gave
or
up-
on not
they-
Flacco,
they-
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. They
Yeah.
love Lock.
Yeah, they
bro.
love Lock.
You can't tell.
What about Oakland?
I thought about Oakland.
Derek Carr, is he
I-
a sure thing in the league?
I don't think it's not even about that. I don't think what's his name likes him.
John Gruden.
I don't think Gruden. That's not a Gruden guy. He was
He could
trying.
be another guy who's traded or on the move.
All right, we got the AFC Championship game that we need to break down. We got the Tennessee Titans traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
Chiefs winning the big fashion.
I want to root for the Titans here, but just seeing what
I've been
Mahomes
going
can
for
do.
the Titans since they beat the Patriots.
Well, let's do this.
I'm on the fence right now.
Since if you guys recall, or if you want to rewind the tapes, we started our predictions. We made a Super Bowl prediction. I called it before week 1.
You did?
I got let down by the Cowboys because I predicted Chiefs Cowboys.
So now it's Chiefs.
in the Super Bowl.
That's not on me, man.
No, I'm just saying that was my prediction. Before week 1 started, I said Chiefs Cowboys. I got the Chiefs going. I had the Chiefs going.
So now you got the Chiefs Niners.
Chiefs Niners, yes.
Chiefs Niners.
That sounds about
That's
right.
what I see too.
I don't want to play the Chiefs.
Chiefs win in a big way.
I don't
You
want to
think
play
so?
the Chiefs.
You don't think that
They-
game's
No,
gonna
no,
be
I was
close?
gonna say I don't
They
think it's
won't
gonna be
have-
as close as
They
everyone's
won't have
giving it.
time to
Remember, the
to get
Titans already beat them the first
get the
game.
run going.
Titans beat the Chiefs.
Titans beat them
Over
the
under
first
70
game.
points scored in that game between the two.
Under.
Under?
Who was Wait, the Titans beat the Chiefs already?
Titans beat
Who
the
was
Chiefs.
playing quarterback at the time?
Tannehill was there.
Tannehill.
Was it Tannehill? Or was it-
Tannehill,
Mariota was
Mahomes
benched
played.
after week 4.
Okay. So this is 2 rematches.
Yeah, what happened
Rematches
was
in the AFC and the NFC? Nice.
Henry went off though.
Well, Henry's been going off.
He had 188 that first game.
188, yeah.
I can see him doing the same thing because that defense on the Chiefs, whew,
In the
Or-
chat.
the
Go, keep on going.
No, I was just gonna say the Chiefs defense. I do not trust them in the slightest. I know they got Tyrann Mathieu. I know they got.
I think he's done.
All the head
Tyler
coaching
Eagles.
jobs
Yeah,
are
I think he's
fulfilled.
done.
You think Tyrann Mathieu is done?
Yeah.
No,
Honey
Tyrann
Badger
I don't
is
think he, I don't think
balling.
he's, I don't think he's
balling,
done.
yeah.
But
Matter of fact, he has been the resurgence
He's gonna be in that
of their
same.
defense.
He's gonna be the same thing that Xavier Rose is. Watch.
Absolutely not.
Watch. You heard it here first.
Okay, bro.
I want to say that don't put too much weight into that Tom Brady moving to Greenwich because he bought the house in November.
I was gonna say because I've
He
heard,
knew he
I
was
heard
going to
about
be a
that a
free
while
agent in
ago.
November.
We'll be gone until November. We'll be gone
He
until
knew he
November.
wasn't getting
Why,
no
Clef?
extension in November.
He's not going.
And he knew he was going to be out the playoffs
Aye.
in November, too.
You kidding me? If the Patriots get any word
Why?
that he,
Why was he gonna be off out of the playoffs, George?
Because the Patriots are trash.
tell him, George.
One team beat me
I'll
by
endorse
track.
this. Go ahead.
Patriots are
How do you feel about Brady
Explain it
again?
to them.
How do I feel about Tom Brady? Man, let me tell you. You ever had some noodles?
What kind of noodles?
Not the ramen noodles. 'cause they're just-
That's why I asked what kind
Not
of
the
noodles.
smacking ramen joints.
What, egg noodles?
You know the ones that come in the plastic thing and you get like
Cup of noodles.
88 of them for $2.33.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Y'all ever read the package that
In
says
the
"Do not
cup.
microwave"?
Yes.
But we always
Yeah, I read that joint. I was like, it said "Do not." It said it, and I was just like,
You're supposed to boil the water
I
and pour
stopped
it in
listening to
there.
Nah,
that
man, I do that
in
joint.
98, yo.
I
I
do
stopped
that.
listening to that.
I do that joint at work still. I ain't gonna lie.
Microwave some styrofoam. That's fine.
So the starting
go wrong?
starting five, I picked a Chiefs and Niners Super Bowl. So that's the NFL championship. As far as the NCAA championship, it started off rough,
Hey, I told you Burrow was gonna do his
That
thing.
dude has 6 touchdowns.
That
but
dude
the
is
LSU
the real deal.
Tigers
Well-coached team, right?
defeated the Clemson Tigers.
Either way, the Tigers were going to win.
Either way, the Tigers.
Yeah, I had the
had,
Tigers
uh,
winning either way. I had them.
Yo, this Clemson came out in the 3-1-7 defense. 3 down linemen, 1 linebacker,
And 7
and
DBs.
7 defensive
And they
backs.
and he
Still
still
couldn't stop
torched them for
them.
6
In
touchdowns.
the beginning of the game, it was confusing a little bit, but they just adjusted.
Clemson shot themselves in the foot.
How?
Clemson had a short pick 6.
Mhm.
Then they had another pick they dropped. They had the dumb pass interference on 3rd and 19,
Oh, I know.
where all he had to do is turn around because it was a horribly thrown ball by Burrow. It wasn't gonna get to the receiver, number one.
I can't even.
Then they had the roughing, whatever it was, unnecessary roughness on the guy. They got what's their lead guy? He got tossed out the game
Tag. Oh, it's targeting?
for targeting. That's what he got called for. It was all straight. They would have won the game. They had the game. They had them, and it was like I'm watching them going. They have lost discipline and their composure.
Oh, that was
Now the game is over.
Wait, so what was the
They
final
were-
score?
They won by I
25 to
think.
42. Hey,
Yeah.
I predicted that game to be 42-38. I was close.
Lord, please, if you
But
listen.
they
All
were
I
moving
know-
the ball toward the end too, and then Trevor Lawrence fumbled.
All I know
That
is
was
I picked the Tigers.
that was a big blow. But
By
hey,
the way, we're talking a lot about this Joe Burrow. Don't get me wrong.
First round pick.
He is nice.
First pick in the draft.
He's amazing. Their cornerback,
He's going to Cincinnati.
he's amazing. A true freshman. But sweet Jesus, let's talk about his receivers.
His receivers are a
Chase,
problem.
yeah.
Chase had 9 catches for 221
that
yards.
dude.
First wide receiver
Before we get
in
to
the
his
2020 draft.
Justin
Is it-
Jefferson.
Is it Chase
Judy, it's Judy.
or Judy?
Judy.
It's Judy.
Jerry Judy
Judy.
from Alabama.
Judy.
I watched Jerry Judy by himself. I don't even think
Judy,
the
sir.
quarterback helped him. I watched Jerry Judy catch all kind of passes against my Michigan defense, and right then at that moment, I knew I wanted to draft him. I had played college fantasy football, and he had a subpar season because of his quarterback situation. Tua got injured, rookie, the other guy came in, Tua comes back. It was weird, so it was like, I didn't get the fullness of the Judy until they played Michigan in that bowl. And golly, that boy is bad. He's going to the Giants.
Dear
Think that's gonna be the
6-pound
Giants
sweet
pick?
baby.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jerry Judy.
Jerry Judy.
If you
Third
could let,
pick.
if you could let Gary Delpit,
Grant
last-
Delpit.
Grant, thank you, and help me learn this name.
That was
If
that's
you could
genius.
let Grant Delpit please last on the draft board, the 17. I want
Who?
him on the
Grant
Cowboys.
Delpit, the
so
safety from
bad.
LSU.
Oh, the
Number
safety.
7.
Boy, did they create some safety.
He put the nail in the coffin, but he
Oh, that's
caused
the one
that
that
fumble.
hit?
He's the one who caused the fumble.
no,
for
he's not the one that
Lawrence.
hit the guy.
He's not the one that
No,
hit
no,
him.
no. I'm talking about he caused the fumble on Lawrence at the end of the game.
Lawrence, I was gonna say.
Oh my
Who hit the
goodness.
receiver?
That's what y'all
what's his
need,
name?
George. That'll be
That
crazy.
hit was that. I haven't seen a hit like that since John
Y'all
Lynch.
need to say
Unless
that.
they
Atwater.
take that pick and traded this guy.
Hey, you
for
want Jamal Adams? You can't have him.
You guys didn't just see
Dear 6-pound sweet
George
baby
over
Jesus.
there warring in the spirit.
Yeah, he was. He was tarrying, bro.
George is being creative in the spirit.
He's like 17th pick.
Being
Jesus.
creative in this
Creative
game.
in this game.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. If we don't,
you can't read about what
we
George
need a
did in
safety.
the Bible. That's
We need
creative.
a- We need a safety bad. We need
You
a
can get
safety
Tyrann
real
Matthew.
bad. We need a safety real bad. We
You
had
think he's that
He's
nice?
several
Take-
shots at Tyrann Matthew. He doesn't fit our scheme. Shut up.
Jerry knows what he's doing. He always knows.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk some
always
NBA.
knows.
What is going through your mind right now with the NBA season?
When is Zion gonna play?
That's going.
Is he
Hey.
even gonna play this season?
They
That's
showed
what I'm
tape of
thinking.
him in practice.
He's
looking
still
pretty
wearing
good.
They
dunks
showed
between
tape of
his
him
leg.
They showed tape of him falling asleep at the game. That's the tape I seen.
Zion ain't lost 1 pound.
It's true.
He's on the
Hey,
bench.
I saw
I've
that
never seen
gumbo in
nobody
the
fall
bayou.
asleep
I thought the whole
on the
point-
bench.
I thought the whole point of him sitting out was for him to lose the pound.
Where was he gonna lose
They're
it?
trying to get him to run different. Did you
He's
see
in
that
New
report?
Orleans.
They want to teach that guy how to run.
You got to teach him how to walk first. You know how he walk? How you gonna run different?
That,
than
that dude walk heel first.
I,
first.
Zion, I have you on my bench.
He said he looked like his toes cracked.
I don't know what they're talking about, but I have you on my bench,
He walks heel
and I would love for you to play. He's probably not gonna come back to after the All-Star break, guys. That's probably.
If at all. They
He's gonna
might-
pull a Blake
They
Griffin.
might Blake Griffin, Ben Simmons, which I don't want them to do because I really think he could play. But
I think they're worried about the weight.
I think they need to because they're making him do all this dumb stuff like you're dunking the ball between your legs before the game.
Or is that what he's doing?
that's what
If
he's.
he can do that, why can't he run up the court?
Yeah, why can't he play?
That's what I'm saying.
He is literally sitting there and catching the ball between his legs. Like, why can't you play? If that's the case, I'm not gonna have him do that. Fans are watching this. It's like you're teasing them.
Yeah.
That's like saying LeBron's not playing tonight. He has an ankle injury, and then we watch him take up from the free throw line, and then we're like, so why is he not playing tonight?
It almost feels similar to like a Markelle Fultz situation, not for talent reasons, but it's almost like New Orleans doesn't trust him yet in a game. I don't know.
So
At some point, you spent whatever to get this first round draft pick. You need to trust your pick at some point, unless he's hurt.
He can't be.
Unless
Dude, the way
I
he's
know what we
moving,
saw.
the
I
way
know.
he's
I know.
moving.
We all saw it. But unless he's hurter than what we saw, then you. I
If
don't
he
know.
can still do that, hurt,
Yo,
he need to play.
If he's hurt, then he's Ferris Bueller trying to get a day off from work.
Bueller.
Man.
Bueller.
They should have made a part 2 like Ferris Bueller day off from work instead of from school.
Utah
That's
Jazz.
a movie you don't touch.
They have won 9
Right.
straight.
Keep it
I was
sacred.
gonna go
Right.
to the East first. Okay, let's
You
go
going
to the
East?
West.
I'm sorry.
All right, no, that's cool.
Utah
So the
Jazz.
West right now, Lakers fully in charge at 33-7.
Yep.
The Nuggets second, 27-12.
Utah Jazz.
That's what we-
Jazz 27-12. Rockets 26-12. Clippers 27-13. Mavericks holding on at 6. Thunder holding on at
They're the surprise
7.
team right
Thunder's
now.
playing well right now.
23-17. 8 is up for grabs between the Blazers, the Spurs,
Grizzlies?
and the Grizzlies.
Suns too.
Shout out to my
Suns have a shot. They're like 2-3 games.
my top
out.
3 player in the NBA, Ja Morant. Shout out to you, dude.
Dude, he is
He's in my
balling
top
something
3.
fierce right now.
But the Jazz just picked up a lot of steam. 9 for their
Yo,
their
that's that
last
Jordan
10.
Clarkson trade.
Yeah, he balls.
He went there and
He's been needing
they ain't lost.
space to ball. Like Jordan Clarkson can always do
So-
stuff.
Who's his barber?
So
I don't have
it's-
no
That
hair.
should be Chris
but who's
Bray.
it?
So what do they do? Because Mike Conley's not back now, is he? Right?
Nah, he's still hurt because he's
So-
still on the
so-
waivers.
So what do you do?
Well, Mike
Well,
Conley's not going to affect your
Clarkson
team
is-
because
Clarkson-
he's going to distribute.
Clarkson's a
It's
two
a
guard.
depth move. Depth
So
move.
Clark,
I was going to say,
Clark-
yeah, he
They're
wasn't
not
even
gonna
needing
rush
shots.
Conley back,
Conley
too. They're
didn't
gonna
need
they're
it.
gonna
So
ease
it was
him.
He'll
basically
need him.
just getting Mitchell off the ball.
exactly.
Donovan Mitchell is not a point guard.
Right.
Not at all.
Period.
Or I don't
And
think
check
he's a
that bench,
facilitator.
yo.
at
That
all.
bench would be crazy, right? If what you call it comes back, runs the point, and then you get Clarkson coming like to be your sixth guy,
Yeah.
who can score, get in the game and score. He literally can score. He get to the
The
basket.
problem with the Jazz, they wanted to make Donovan Mitchell a remake, you heard it here, of Dwayne Wade.
Really?
And
Yes.
he is
Absolutely.
not.
That's what they've been trying to do with him.
Dwayne
And he's not
Wade.
Dwayne, no.
Nobody will ever be.
The,
Maybe-
the size-wise
maybe-
is what they were trying to do. He had that great
He's
playoff
the same size
his
as
first
Dwayne
year.
Wade, though?
He's smaller than.
I would
Dwayne.
He's a
think
little
maybe
smaller.
D Rose is without the,
Nah.
all the thunder, but like
Because D Rose
explosiveness. I mean,
no,
You're never gonna
because
see another D.
D Rose could create. I don't think Donovan Mitchell can create like that, and for himself, he maybe, but he's not making it better for anyone else. Like Dwayne could have the ball, still be a two guard, but create and make somebody look special.
Right.
Gave somebody an easy bucket. You know what I mean? He can't do the same. So it's like we want him off the ball. That was why they need that Mike Conley type figure or whatever. All right, we got this, but he's gonna get. That's not even knock on Conley. He's gonna be injured. What we got going on in the East?
Yeah, I was
East-
gonna
Oh.
ask a question here.
Go
Okay.
for it. Ask your question.
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about the Kevin Love situation in Cleveland? What do you
He's
think
gonna get
happens with
traded.
it? You think he gets traded?
Since you brought it up,
to
hold
where?
on.
Back to
Since
the
you brought it up,
I think
I
they
think
trade
he
to
needs
the
to.
Suns.
He needs to go to
Suns.
your team.
for what?
Get rid of Gordon
So-
Hayward. Why not?
Why?
Why keep
Nah,
Gordon?
that'll never happen.
But
They
why
won't
keep
do
Gordon?
that.
Because the
Big contract. Why not get rid of him?
I don't think that Danny Ainge, I'm hoping he
Well,
will.
we know Danny Ainge is not gonna do that. What I'm saying.
I'm saying is, I don't think that it will. The trade Gordon Hayward wouldn't look right for the organization.
It's not about looking right. It's about winning.
I understand what
It's
you're
the
saying.
same man that traded Isaiah Thomas
And that's
after he
true.
his
You're gonna
sister
talk about
died
royalty.
and he played a basketball
That's
game.
why I'm saying I don't think it would look right. That
Brad
didn't-
Stevens
that,
factors
did, that
in
didn't
there,
fit
too.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
the whole
Brad's
fan
guy.
base felt really awkward even after that. Even though they were getting a better point guard.
You tell me Boston's fans are gonna be upset if he got Kevin Love in there for Gordon Hayward.
Kevin Love, yeah, I think they'd be upset.
I think they would.
Why?
If they could get
A
Kevin
stretch
Love,
four?
You don't think
I think
Kevin
they- I
Love
think if
brings
they could get
more to
Kevin
the table
Love-
than
No.
Gordon Hayward
I
does?
think if they could get Kevin Love and Tristan Thompson,
'Cause-
then you pull the trigger
For who?
for Gordon Hayward.
I'd be an idiot for Cleveland if I said
That's
that.
a king's
I
ransom.
know.
right
I'm
there.
just saying.
What Wayne just said.
It's,
So T. Thompson needs to be included in that.
Yeah.
Kind
Yes.
of trade to
Then if that's the case, I wouldn't even consider it. I would tell you to keep going.
yeah.
yeah, but if Cleveland is
Big rocks.
rebuilding and they got to get rid of the contract.
And y'all
what
trying
you
to
gonna do,
y'all trying to
put-
take on both of those contracts?
So what you
But
gonna
Tristan
do?
Thompson contract is not going
It's not that crazy.
great.
I thought he
Was
just
not.
signed an extension.
He signed that- he
Yeah,
got
I thought
the
he
deal
signed
LeBron
Like,
did.
that was when
Two
LeBron.
years-
That was
yeah,
2
2
years
years
ago. It's
ago.
not that crazy. But you gotta understand, if you bring Kevin Love to that team, next to Enes Kanter, you got 2 6'9"
Rebounders.
offensive board rebounding dudes
Only one-
that can't play defense.
The only thing I like about Kevin Love, though, the difference between the two, other than that, is that Kevin Love can stretch the floor.
Definitely can.
Excuse me, space the floor. I guess that's the right
That's
word.
what I'm
Stretch
talking
space.
about.
Which is
Space.
the Celtics offense. The Celtics, they doing all right. The Celtics would be so much better right now had Al Horford just stayed a Celtic. Why? Because he stretches the D. Pause. Like he just stretches it. So it's like
What happened?
it's just George.
Wayne's getting creative.
So with Al Horford, he's able to come out to the top of the key. He's able to go out to the wings. He's able to stretch. When Canner comes out to the top of the key, oh, he's not gonna shoot. Let's just stay covered on the other guys. And even if he does shoot, it's a brick. Like even
brick.
Aaron Baines became but he was a better
He
stretch
was a better
Yes.
shooter.
than Cantor. Though I love Cantor. I love Cantor's energy. I love how he gets the offensive rebounds. It's just that I don't see them getting rid of Cantor. I think they need him, but they would need some. I think they do need somebody to stretch.
You said you can finish. You said something about Kevin Love going to what team?
Suns.
That'd be scary.
I think he's going to the Suns.
And what's your name? Is he able to come back? Because his suspension
Ayton?
is almost over, right?
No, his suspension is over.
Oh, so he's good.
Yeah,
So,
I think he's like
Ham,
injuries. stuff.
Booker.
Oh.
I heard a
Oubre.
rumor too that the Clippers might be trying to get in.
But look at how far are they out?
But who would they
The Suns.
That's the thing. Who are they going to give
So
up
they're not that
for
far.
him? They
So
had to give
the-
up.
so
Dinwiddie.
have
They're
to,
2 games. Hold on.
And the Suns
They're
just,
2 games out.
the
And the
Cavs, too,
Suns
with
just
Kawhi
need they
and
just
Paul
need a
George, yeah.
chance. Like they just need a piece.
I have a controversial opinion.
What?
I think the Clippers messed up by getting Paul George.
You think they messed up by getting Paul George?
I think they should have kept SGA. Shea Gilgeous
Oh,
Alexander.
that's on the Thunder.
We got the 20-point triple-double.
20
20 rebound. 20
20
rebound
points,
triple.
20 rebound.
Yeah.
That
Because
boy-
Kawhi and Paul George are the
classic,
exact same person.
player. They are.
Like, don't get me wrong, it helps in the playoffs when you're able to just switch off and stuff like that. But to me, Paul George, what has Paul George done? Proven himself playoff-wise? Nothing.
Right.
He's an almost guy.
But don't you want that,
I like that.
almost guy to go along with, like, Paul George would be like the Siakam to Kawhi. Like, Paul George would be that piece. He
mean,
could be
it's-
your.
I don't think he wants to be the Siakam.
You
I
think
he
Paul
wants
George
to
is
take
as
a bigger
reliable as
role.
Siakam is?
I think he has.
Siakam has already proved more reliable than Paul George.
That's true.
You don't think Paul George would have to? That won't be the role that he has to make in order for him to make that.
But
push?
he's had opportunities to be that, and he hasn't been that yet.
He doesn't want that role though. He wants a bigger role. And then now with Kawhi with
Well,
that load
he-
management thing,
But how can he get a bigger role if he's not the biggest person on the team?
Who wants a bigger
But
role?
he's been that, though.
Who wants a bigger role?
He was that in
talk
Indiana.
about Paul George.
Paul George doesn't want a bigger role. He wants
Yeah,
the
but
role he's
remember
in
he
now.
was clashing with Danny Granger at first.
At first, but then
Then he took over.
But then it was his, and then
He didn't do well with it. He won it out.
I'm just saying his role switches though because when Kawhi's on load management,
I think his
he's got to be
brain
the
be
guy.
switching.
But when Kawhi and Paul George are on the floor together,
But I feel like
Kawhi's
even
gonna
when
be the guy.
Kawhi's there, I don't feel like Kawhi takes that. Kawhi's laid back.
can I ask y'all a question?
Huh?
Y'all ever seen a Kawhi highlight for his dunks? Like when he dunks on somebody? It's like the most unathletic dunk.
Is Kawhi the most boringest best player in the NBA?
It's like a rim.
he's fundamental.
It's like he bodies people.
Part two?
Part two, yeah.
It's like
But
he
who
bodies
did he-
people,
who
but
did he
he's
play
Tim
with?
Duncan.
he's rim grazing like his dunks do look like Tim
I'm trying to
Duncan.
tell you.
It's like
It's how
he
he
just
plays
gets to the
now.
rim and he bends the rim all the way down and he lets it go like that. Like
That's why they call him the Claw,
I
man.
think I really think something's really wrong with this dude. I really think he's playing through
An injury.
some stuff.
I told you there's only one playoff game last year where I felt like he wasn't injured, and that was the one where he went and got the bang with his left hand. That was the only time he looked like he wasn't injured. I think he plays through injuries. I legit think that load management is like, he does this and he's like, look at here,
has
yo.
to.
I'm at 70%. I'll play tonight. I ain't doing this next one.
Damn.
Argue me if you want. Or if y'all want, I'll sit up for 3
I mean,
weeks.
I don't respect it.
But if I
he
sit out for
has to
3
do it.
weeks,
Yeah.
it's going to give the media too much to talk about. So he'll play, take a game off. I could be wrong. How the East looking? We know the Bucks still
The
killing
Bucks
that
got
out.
the best record in the NBA at 35-6.
They up by 6.
Giannis is
Yeah.
like nobody's talking about this dude just wrecking the league. Celtics is second, 27-11.
Let's talk about Philly being 6.
I'm not
We're gonna
surprised.
get there.
Hey, how about Miami being third?
Miami
Anybody see that?
third.
Miami is definitely the surprise.
You
Look
don't want to
for-
play Miami at Miami. Put it
Look
that
for
way.
Are they
Miami
still undefeated?
Nah, they lost one game.
Okay.
to the Lakers. Look for Miami
So you're
and the 76ers
George can have 2 teams.
to make a trade.
3 teams? 2 minutes.
All right, hold on. Well, we got to go to this real quick, young fellas.
What's that?
I sent it in the chat.
Send it now.
I already sent it. You ain't see it?
Probably not.
All right, so Bleacher Report came out with the top 10
Oh
players
yeah, I remember this.
of all time.
There's no.
Cue up
what's
the
name.
Kobe fans getting upset.
Now, what do you guys think about this?
Jordan 1,
Jordan's number 1.
LeBron's 2,
Uh-huh.
Kareem's 3,
Yep.
Magic 4.
Yep.
Was Larry Bird better than Magic Johnson, yo?
No,
Really?
no,
Really?
no.
Why not?
He wasn't.
But what makes him not better? I think Larry Bird was an all-around better player, right?
No.
Okay, I could be wrong.
Magic was a better defender.
Magic was a better defender
More
than Bird?
more tools offensively, definitely more athletic than Larry.
I'll give the athletic.
Only
Of
thing
course.
that Larry did
Shoot.
tons better than Magic was shoot.
Okay.
Everything else,
He was a better rebounder.
even playmaking.
So can I ask
Because
you-
Larry was just as good as a playmaker.
So can I ask you another question, just to sub part off of that question? So why do we always have Steph Curry so high if all he could do really shoot and
Because
play?
people are prisoners of the moment.
Do you put Curry?
How-
do you put Curry in there before
How
Kobe?
is Curry? on this list over Kobe Bryant.
That's it on. Thank you.
So the real question is, where is Kobe Bryant?
I want to know how Curry made this list over Kobe Bryant.
Where's Kobe Bryant?
Let it go. Let it go.
see?
You're not welcome here anymore.
Kobe looks kind of upset about that.
Oh!
Kobe,
That's a scary face right there. Kobe looked like he about to drop 93 on somebody.
Kobe looked like he about to come back and play.
Hey,
man.
93. Like drop 90.
is Dirk in that top 10?
No.
No.
He better not be.
No.
I don't know. I would really have to, but I got Kobe before.
What about Iverson?
You got Kobe. Oh,
Iverson
I'm sorry.
can't make
I
it.
read that.
And
And
I
I'm,
read
nah,
that. I read that.
I'm the biggest
Guys,
Iverson
how,
fan. Iverson can't make
Is
it.
Kobe Bryant not number 10? That's tough, yo. Yeah. That's tough.
It's
I
a
put
tough
Kobe. I
list.
put Kobe over Curry, but that's just me.
That's tough. All right, guys. Great
Ladies
show.
and gentlemen,
I never
we
saw
wanna
Bill
thank
Russell
you.
play, but I don't think he played against that great of a talent.
Next week we're gonna have a lot of NBA to
55
talk about
rings.
because we're gonna be
The whole team was Hall of Fame.
we're gonna be a week closer to the
He did his
NBA
job.
trade deadline. We're gonna be a
Nah, they
week
said Bill Russell
closer
used
to
to lock.
All-Star time. We're gonna
I
have
like
our
Hakeem
Super
making my top
Bowl
10.
set. We're gonna predict the NBA, the NFL honors.
Or Dominique
We're gonna the NFL honors. We're gonna predict those. We're gonna tell you about any other
Shout out to
Houston
Nick
Astros
Bosa, baby, but we'll honor him
that
next
get
week.
fired or
Hold on. I gotta give respect where respect due. Please announce.
My birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday.
Wayne Brown, 39.
I was talking about your Hall of Fame coach getting in.
Oh, Jimmy.
Oh, made me cry.
Jimmy, man.
on air.
Yeah, I almost
And
teared up
Bill
watching
Cowher.
it with him. I ain't gonna lie.
So I
Shout out
legit.
to Bill Cowher,
I
too.
legit.
I'm sorry. You don't have a heart if you didn't well up
The Cowher,
something.
the Cowher
yeah,
joint.
I definitely
That
had.
was cool.
The Cowher
How
joint
he
was
did it.
cool, right? But the Jimmy Johnson joint had my old 49er fan behind with a Tupac thug tear coming down my eye.
I had Troy Aikman shook too.
And Troy Aikman didn't even know what to say. Like, he was just like, oh,
Salute Bill Cowher for getting in the Hall of Fame.
facts, yo.
Salute Jimmy Johnson. Thank you for actually bringing championships into my life.
I
While
hated,
I
I
could
hated
still
you,
see
Jimmy
it,
Johnson, for a good
While I was
7 years.
living,
It was 7 years you was on my S list.
you made me the proudest person ever.
Y'all ain't
when-
been right ever since, bro.
No, we haven't.
Barry Switzer kinda,
He got us one, but Jimmy got us. Jimmy got us right.
but Jimmy, I was just about to say that, yo.
Jimmy got us right. So-
Listen, I know I'm a 49er fan, but I appreciate great football.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me the mid-90s wasn't great football. 90s to the, we couldn't beat
He
them for
kept
4
all
years.
the cocaine on the low too.
Yo,
Thank you so much.
There were 3 teams to watch in the NFC.
you know where they was getting their cocaine?
Packers,
Connecticut.
49ers,
Hey,
Cowboys.
shout out to the jungle. All right, now listen. Nah, but seriously, that was the 3 teams. It's over. It's over. Shout out. I gave the jungle props. I'm gonna get us some views.
Yo, he goes.
And I'm gonna get
He
us red
stretches the
flag too.
D. Jeremy goes. That's what she said.
That's why I think the camera picked it up.